So I wanted to touch on this matter and create a video to discuss this, to get this conversation kind of going due to recent events that have taken place, which we all know about, and how I feel like a lot of islanders really go in for black women to kind of use them for their own profit when it comes to a dating show, and how we really need to be aware of this, even though we already are. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back again with another video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. I would appreciate it. Subscribe. Thank you so much. We've reached 180,000. I was planning to reach this before the month, 10 days before the end of the month. We're there. Let's try to get to 190 as soon as possible. Now, please don't send anybody hate to anybody addressed in this video. Please don't go send anybody hate. I was going to make the video today about, the signs that we all missed, that we should have seen with Caleb and Justine. But right now, I feel like it's just a little bit too early and a little bit disrespectful to her. Let's just wait a little bit until the dust settles, especially because her mom does watch my channel, and I feel like it could really just reignite something maybe negative. So maybe I should be a little bit more aware of that. So that video will probably come out maybe later end of the week as opposed to now, or maybe next week. But I wanted to touch on this because I do feel like, we do have a lot of islanders who go into this show with the idea of, being with a black woman just for the sake of the fact that they think they can win the show because, black women seem to be a less desirable component when it comes to dating in reality. So people feel like somebody's being genuine here and let's give them more love. And this is exactly what we have seen throughout when it comes to Love Island. So what I'm saying to future contestants when they come onto these shows, I'm watching you. Do you understand? I am watching you. We are all watching you to find out what tomfoolery you decide to do if you decide to do this. Because I genuinely feel like the actions of Caleb have really caused destruction in us. And I don't mean to be dramatic. I don't mean to induce any hate towards him. I really don't. But a lot of people now are going to be extremely, prepped for any dark-skinned girl that goes into this villa. Now, a lot of people also say, oh, Murad, you defend black women more. Why do you do that? Are you doing it for a certain reason? Well, that in itself is actually false, because I've actually defended a brown man more than any black woman that touched Love Island. And if you guys know, then you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And evidently, that didn't end well. So that entire point put somebody's theory completely flawed. Not only that, but I didn't defend Jordan. I didn't defend Leanne. I didn't even defend, Priscilla like that. I just didn't. I defend people not because of the color of the skin. Yes, that is the component. People of color, I feel like I should because I am a person of color and I will continuously have your defense. But also, if you have a nice personality and, I like your personality, like Cynthia or Yewande, I feel like you're nice, sweet, chill, laid back girls, then I will, defend you more. That's just, it is what it is. That's how it came across to me. Now, I want to talk about it because this is a history of colorism, a history of, desirability politics, and a history of just very, very sinister behavior where you have people who have a game plan because they want to profit of the racism that they see in the dating community, and they want to use it, for their own gain and selfishness to win a show and to have the good books. My issue with this is that you have failed from the get-go. Once you've planned this in your head, you've already failed. Reason being is because there's no longevity in this. There's no longevity in this because you don't actually like the girl. So evidently, one day the truth is going to come out, and therefore your PR image is going to be shattered, and you won't come back from this. And this is exactly what is happening to Caleb. It happened to Frankie. It happened to Aaron. It's happened to a lot of people here and there. They plan it for the show, but if you don't like somebody and you're doing this for the show, what makes you think it's going to work outside the show and nobody finds out your real intentions? Because you get dried up very quickly. And of course, Samira is one example from 2018 Love Island where I find this situation quite hilarious, even though it's not. So let me not even laugh or be rude. But there was my girl was crying up, doing up tears, ready to leave the whole villa for Frankie, and she left for him, only for him to cheat on her twice. So he was never involved in her life at all. And I really wondered if she had stayed in the villa, perhaps she would have met somebody else. So she sacrificed her position in the villa for this man, and this man didn't even like her like that. Evidently, he used her because his first option, Megan, wasn't available, and he went to go for Samira to try and have some kind of benefit and gain. That failed. Then we have Cynthia from Love Island Australia and Aaron. Now, she struggled here and there, but Aaron, obviously, I feel like had a game plan, tried to go forth with him, and he was also seen to be in a reality show beforehand, and when the show ended, their relationship just shattered very, very quickly. Very quickly. Then we have the same thing, I believe, with Yewande and Danny, and I feel like, Danny had this kind of game plan within itself, but then as soon as Arabella walked in, it kind of shifted. I feel like his wasn't as malicious in the fact that he's going to take you long on this journey and then dump you. It wasn't like that as bad, but you know, we have that kind of catalogue, and then we also have the stuff with Justine that is going on as well. I'm pretty sure other islanders. Now, although this, you know, video can be, I don't want to say depressing, but quite down and a harsh realism, there also are a lot of black women on these shows who've been extremely successful. Lauren from Love is Blind is one example, who ended up being the most followed person from that show, found the man that she wanted to be with, and is still with that man today. They've got a successful YouTube channel as well. They're doing extremely well, and it's just so healthy and nice to see a black woman not only be successful on these shows, but to also be the most followed, most desired, most loved, most wanted. So it definitely does happen. And when it comes to Justine and Caleb, of course, a lot of people, especially like me, that's why I didn't trust them at first, was because of the whole Danny situation, was because of the Gregory situation, and how, you know, he kind of carried through with Ember. You know, they were doing up lovey-dovey on the show only for him to dump her by text. The disrespect is disgusting. So we have this kind of preying mentality where they use and they profit off the insecurities of these women, and then, you know, they want to use it for themselves, but all of them have failed. All of them have been exposed. All of them, in a weird way, they can do whatever they want to do. I disagree with that, because they're doing it at the expense of somebody's emotions. But they've all been exposed. Every single one of these people have been exposed. Their real intentions have been exposed. Because you will be caught out regardless. Time will tell. Time will catch you out. When the show's ended, we'll see what really happens. And your relationship, obviously, you know, disintegrate because you've now been exposed for being a liar and a failure. But we've seen this happen too often on the show. And especially me, because I've reviewed so many of these seasons. Now when I see a new season and I see this, you know, kind of similar situation, I get tired, I get irritated. What the hell's gonna go on? This is predictable. This is irritating. This is exactly what's going to happen. I'm so irritated. This is what I'm seeing, and it's tiring and it's absolutely exhausting. And I feel like this is something that we all see. I feel like it's a form of emotional abuse as well. To go in there, to have this intent to, you know, profit off of individuals if they are an object for your own gain is disgusting and selfish and vile. It's absolutely vile. And I don't see any other race. I don't see a brown man going through this 24/7. I don't see a brown woman going through this 24/7. I don't see a black man going through this 24/7 when it comes to these shows. Majority of the time, it's not like that. It's only one specific race and gender that I feel like is going through this all the time. Evidently why, you know, there's more defense for me for them, because it's not happening for anybody else. Like that. It's just not. The facts are all there for everybody to see, and we've seen it happening. Priscilla is the only one who found proper love and is still with the man that she is today. Out of how many seasons of this show? It's deplorable and disgusting, and we have a lot of these white men who do stuff like this, or mixed race men. A lot of people say, oh, you know, the light skin. I think Americans say light skin, but obviously we say mixed race men are the devils, they're the worst ones. Look what Michael did, Danny, look what Caleb did. Okay, cool, but let's be real, please. Curtis and Gregory exist for a reason. Do you understand? They exist for a reason. So white men as well. So it's just a mixture of people. It's not just light-skinned mixed race men. It's a mixture of people, and they have these intentions, and it really is disgusting that you think you can do this. Don't go on a show if you're not looking for love. And I know a lot of people are going for an investment for your career, and kudos to you, I get it, but make sure you are going for both, like Molly May. She went in for an investment and she also was looking for a relationship, and she found both. That is what you should really be going in there for, not to profit off somebody. And you use this idea that I'm going to go for a dark-skinned black woman because this is what I'm going to go for, this is what's going to work for me, because I know people don't see love for these people, or this person majority of the time, therefore they'll love to see this and I'm going to win from it. Do you realize how dark, sinister and disgusting that is? It's absolutely vile, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it. We've seen it happen again and again and again, and nobody's really talking about this game plan people like to have. So when the forthcoming seasons that I'm seeing, I am watching every single one of you Love Islanders with a damn microscope. Every single one of you Love Islanders with a flipping magnifying glass to find out what is really going on. And I'm going to give you guys. And if the couple seems to be doing well on the show, I'm going to give you guys a 4-month time limit to see if it actually is genuine. And if you guys break up and it's amicable, kudos to you. It could be different reasons. But if it's because of something else, similar to what we've seen, it's going to be a madness. And it's just really, really sad. Really, really sad. Really, really sad, guys. People say that, it's a harsh reality. I don't want to throw a pity party, because I feel like black women are definitely loved all over the world. We've seen it. It's a reality and it happens. So I don't like the negative depiction they keep on showing on these shows, because it does happen all over. And this isn't meant to be an intentional pity party kind of video, because it does happen. I don't like the fact that, you know, we're showing this as if they can't be loved on or in real life, in reality. Like, what kind of disrespect is that? Because it happens in reality. So why are you not showing it on a reality show? It's irritating. It really is frustrating, guys. I feel like this video was a long time coming, and this Caleb Justine stuff was an icing on the damn cake. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Let's start a conversation. Subscribe. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.